Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here again on a Monday night. Just going through a little few of my things that I do here before I get the show started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the world's most dangerous podcast, and I am your host, Stevie Ray. And as you guys know, every Monday night, we will have my main man, Mr. Tibbs. He will be here shortly. But I hope everybody out there had a very good weekend. Oh man, my weekend was crazy. I was going to go to a movie premiere, but I didn't get a chance to go because, man, I was getting my BMW worked on, man, and they didn't get through with it for quite some time, so I couldn't go. But I was looking forward to. But be that as it may, what's up, Queen? Be that as it may, I try to catch him on the next go around. But I didn't get the invitation till a day before, and I'd already committed to my mechanic to work on my car. Had a little situation with the radiator fan. Minor stuff, but you got to do that stuff. What's up, Calcutta? What's up, DK? So, you got to do these things to keep the cars running fine, man, because, hey, man, I got to be looking good, man, when I'm riding down the road, brother. Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know how I do it. But, man, my Steelers pulled one out yesterday, man. That made me very, very happy, man. So they're above 500 again. Now I can wear my Pittsburgh Steelers stuff again. I think I'm going to wear my Pittsburgh Steelers, a pair of my Pittsburgh Steelers sneakers to the gym tomorrow. And I think I might wear one of my Pittsburgh Steelers watches tomorrow. And maybe, if I don't wear the watch, maybe I'll wear the necklace. I have to wear something. Whenever they get above 500, But, I don't give them no slack because I still don't understand why they never went and tried to get a quarterback and still sticking with Big Ben. Big Ben pulled one out of his ass last night, man. But, I haven't given credit for not dying because last week when they got drugged by the Bengals, man, that was the last straw for me. But, it is what it is, man. But like I said, guys, we're going to be hanging with Mr. Tibbs here in a minute. Let me see if he's out there. Straight shooting with Stevie Ray. Holla at your boy.
Straight shooting with Stevie Ray. They come on.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
It's all great, man. Even greater, because all I got to say is this. The highest level of consciousness is being. And why do I say that? It's all for a reason. All I'm going to say is I've been working on some athletic-related performance. I'm waiting on the equipment. And all I'm going to say is this is going to be a great proof of a certain level of commitment to performance, athletic performance. Because like a great says, an athlete uses his body. You know who said that?
Who said that?
The man of expert tutelage greatness, undisputed Stevie Ray. I'll be listening and taking notes.
I hear you, brother.
Every time I listen to a live stream, when it's chronicled, I take notes, edificational notes.
Okay, man. I know, man. Kamal, you've been following me for a long time, ever since the old radio station that me and my boy Angel used to do, man. We appreciate that, man. And Kamal, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kamal. He's a person that has expert tutelage and he's got it down packed, man. He knows all the phrases and all my catchphrases and stuff like that I've been saying over the years, and he always reminds me of him, man. And I appreciate fans like that. So you guys give it up for Kamal, anybody, you guys out there that's listening right now, man, because he's the real deal, guys.
Yes, undisputed. Thank you, man. Thank you, and you're welcome. It's because, you every time, every day, it gets more prolific. You earn it. You keep earning it.
Hey,
All right,
I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do.
and hey, man, one day, man, I'm gonna have to me and you gonna have to get together and when they speak, man, speak on some great mental elevating subjects.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely, man. You know what I'm
Speak on
doing.
some, yeah.
Okay, Kamal. I'm gonna holler at you later, man. Appreciate you calling into the show, bro.
Oh yeah, I'll get up with you, man. Be on the lookout.
All right, brother. Peace.
Okay.
That was Kamal, man. That was Kamal, guys. You know, he's a good guy, man. But hey, I see a lot of you guys saying some things out there. I didn't get a chance to look. Let me see here. Queen said boo. Oh, you must say boo because of. I don't know what's wrong with them Ravens, man. I don't know. They're not looking. They're looking like they were in some of these earlier games. I know everybody trying to blame it on Lamar. I don't know if it's Lamar. I think it's the whole team. But Calcutta, ready for Jimmy tonight. Got your plan B together? Okay. He'll probably be referencing that. What's up, Repo? Real cool. What's going on, brother? Hey, man, we're just trying to make a few things happen here, getting ready to go into the holidays, man. Like I was saying, hope everybody had a good weekend, man. My weekend was topsy-turvy crazy. But Sunday, man, I didn't do anything. I just kind of chilled, watched some football. I don't know if I felt good. I don't know if I felt bad. I don't know. It's just one of them days I just didn't have nothing going, man. So I went to the gym today, try to work the kinks out. And think I'm getting it back. What do you guys think? Think I'm getting it back little by little, Think I'm getting it back. So I've been hitting it hard, man, in the gym. Actually, tell you guys something. Me and my daughter, my daughter been working out with me for about the last month or so, man. She's putting in the heavy work and stuff like that too. So that's kind of been cool, man, working out with my kid. I used to work out with my daughter back when she was in high school, and she played sports and stuff like that, so she wanted to learn how to, work out properly and things like that and get her nutrition together and things like that. And to this day, man, she's still all the way through college and now out as a young lady in the world doing her thing. She still has that physical fitness mindset, and I'm really proud of that, man, because I've always been into physical fitness and living a clean lifestyle. And I'm glad I only got one child, so I'm glad it kind of, trickled down to her by watching her old man, get beat up in the ring and stuff like that, but still all these years later, I still am dedicated to a clean lifestyle and physical fitness, man. So it keeps my mind sharp, keeps me sharp, got a lot of energy. I feel great. Whereas you guys know, a lot of the guys in the business, man, you've seen what this business has done to them. And that is why I always tell people I never lived a professional wrestling lifestyle. I always lived my lifestyle, the lifestyle I had before I ever got into professional wrestling. And I still live it to this day, and I'll live it to the day I die. And that's just, like I said, clean living, going out and doing as much as I can in the community, podcasting, radio, whatever it may be, just enjoying life, man, because hell, nothing's promised. No tomorrow is promised to us. So I just feel as though I want to live the best life I can possibly live. And as long as you're doing that, man, and you showing an example for others, things of that nature, man, I'm content. I'm content. So who is that? Hitman, what you talking about, man? Tony Atlas, SD Jones, yourself on TV, my mother seeing you. She will stop all to see you and your brother walk to the ring. Don't want to repeat what she was saying. You don't want to repeat what she was saying. Well, hey, man, tell your mother I appreciate that, man. I tell your mother, a lot of people don't really realize that, me and my brother, me and my brother, we put a lot of things together as we went to try to make ourselves stand out as much as we could. And that was from our attire, the way we talked, the way we walked to the ring. We were like two of the first people to use walking to the ring as a way to do a promo. So we actually choreographed it out, how I would get in front of the camera, then move back, and he would get in front of the camera, and it looked like it was like choreographed. Yes, it was choreographed because we wanted to do everything we could to make ourselves stand out because we know WCW wasn't going to do it. So we took it upon ourselves to be our own people to design things. We designed our own clothes. Took knit bits from this, that, and the other. We went to a seamstress that did outfits for strippers. And she did one for us. If you ever remember that black one we wore with the leather look, it wasn't really leather. It was stuff that strippers were wearing in the strip clubs. And it looked like leather, but it was very breathable material. So we brought that to the forefront of professional wrestling. Then a lot of guys thought it was real leather and started asking us what it was. And then I remember Dallas Page, a few other people come and ask us what it was, and we told them what it was, and they went out and got outfits made in that. So I feel very proud of that, man, that, we had a hand in a lot of that kind of stuff, man. So, but I see my boy Jimmy. He's in the green room, y'all. Let's Jimmy, what's going on, brother?
Stevie Ray, how you doing this fine Monday evening? I'm as you can see, I'm clean as a hotel chitlin, and we really get this thing started, buddy.
Oh yeah, brother. Just coming into another glorious Monday, man. Reading some of the comments that people are saying. She seen. Oh, hold on. My mom lusted. You said your mom lusted after Tony Atlas, huh? See,
I didn't mean to laugh.
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. No, Jimmy, I was just letting people know, man. I had a kind of crazy weekend, man.
What happened, man?
I was going to go to a movie premiere. Well, it wasn't a movie premiere. It was a movie premiere with questions and answers behind it. You've been to those, I'm quite sure. And I didn't get a chance to go, man, because a guy was working on my car, working on my Beamer,
Right.
and it took a little longer than I thought. And I didn't want to leave my car at the shop and take my other car.
Yeah,
Or
the Bugatti. The Bugatti. Yeah.
Or either, you know what I'm saying? Because then, if I'm not back because they close early on Saturdays,
Right.
then I gotta leave my car up there. And I don't trust this shop, dog. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might steal the wheels off my damn car. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, I gotta wait on it. By the time this thing started at 3 in the afternoon, but I didn't get an invitation to the day before. You see what I'm saying? So I'm already committed. So I kind of hate that, but it's a good friend of mine. She's in that movie, and I really wanted to be there and support her. But it was what it was, man.
Yeah, I remember Stevie back in New Orleans. I had a real good mechanic, and but I met Paul through my ex. And when we split up, I started taking my car, to him. Well, I didn't know that she had wrote him a couple of bad checks. Yeah. So you can imagine what he thought about me.
You thought you was coming in with some bad checks.
Yeah. So when it rained and pours type thing, right? So she left, took the kid with her. I found a new place to live. And it was like, first month's rent, last month's rent, deposit, get the lights turned on, get the gas turned. Anyway, so I've got nothing. And I used to drive a Rodney King mobile. I used to drive a Hyundai. It was the same color as Rodney King. Remember Rodney King? Yeah, same car. Same fucking car, right? And I'm going to do an appointment, and it's about 45 miles out on a Sunday because I need to work. I just trying to make ends meet. Just moved in, had all these expenses.
Right.
I'm driving, Stevie. The damn transmission falls out of the car.
What?
Yeah, I'm giving it all I got. It ain't going nowhere. My ass is sitting on the side of the road, right? So I call a tow truck company, and they tow it to his garage. And this is on a Sunday afternoon now, so he's not there working, of course. So I go there Monday, and I say, Paul, look, I don't know what's going on with this car. I got to have my car back. And he calls me up Monday night. Yeah, man, it's your transmission. And this is 1992, 93-ish.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, man, that's going to be like about $400 for that job. Well, shit, nigga, you might as well say $4,000. Because I ain't got there either, you know? So I said, well, Paul, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Paul. I need you to fix the car. I need you to come let me pick up the car and give me 10 days to pay you. Now, right away, he's thinking, shit, your ex wrote me all kinds of bad. Negro, this ain't my problem, you know? So, and to this day, whenever I go to New Orleans, I try to go visit him because you know that man fixed that car.
Right.
He let me pick that car up, and I busted my ass and to pay him. And I will never forget that because see that wasn't his problem.
No, it's not, bro.
Look, if you can't, and I would always feel indebted to him when every time I go to New Orleans, hey, what's going on? Just to pass by and say hello, you know.
Yeah.
And because that he took a chance.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I need my money.
Right.
But he was in a bad part of town in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And whenever I would take my car to him, I would always leave a note in the windshield area, a motor not working, so nobody would break in the car trying to steal it, because I never broke down Stevie at, 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
Shit would always happen at nighttime.
Yeah.
It's like never, it was never a good time for that damn car to break down where it was convenient. I could take it, So it became a joke when he would see that note because he had a key to the car, and he knew what was going on. It was, if I needed something miscellaneous done or whatever, I would, drive the car over that park the night before and blah blah blah, but just a super guy, man. So when you say that about,
my mechanic, good people. It ain't in a bad part of town. Yeah. It's just the fact that the guy that used to be in the same building as him left because people kept breaking into his shop. Mm-hmm. So I could have went to the showing. I could have just dropped my car off, took an Uber back to my crib, got my truck, or either got my motorcycle and went to the hill. But by the time it's over, his shop would have been closed, and he would have had to lock my car up in that shop, And then I'm thinking about when my other buddy, Steve, that was his name, he left because they broke. And I'm like, okay, my car's sitting in here. I don't know who was breaking into Steve's shop, but them suckers probably still around, I don't want to come back because, it's Saturday, so he's not going to be there on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? They got 48 hours to tear all the seats out and the wheels and everything else on that thing, And I didn't want to come back I got to thinking about that. I didn't want to come back on a Sunday morning, man, and hey, Big Stevie, somebody broke into my shop, man. What? You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that to happen, man. I got to thinking about that. I'm like, no, which one a little bit more important? Supporting my friends or of my car, that I really like. I
Oh
think the car.
God.
I think I'm gonna go with the car. So I just had to wait for him to finish, and he didn't get through to about. Oh man, it was like 3:30, and the thing started at 3 o'clock. So I was like, by the time I go get the car, come home, blah blah blah.
Right.
forget it. You know what I'm saying? But I hate being pressed for time. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them guys that hate being pressed for time. I like to get there early instead of late. So probably could have still did it, but I just didn't have a good feeling about it by that time. So it is what it is, man. But now, man, it's nothing like having a good mechanic, man, that can help you out when you really need help.
Oh God. Isn't that the truth?
I
Isn't that
had
the
it
truth, man?
this week. Now check this out, Jimmy. Can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I leave the house early, come back around 4:30, 5 o'clock. I leave the house about 8 or 9. Come do everything I got to do. Come back home, 4, 5 o'clock. Cut my television on in my den that's over the fireplace, 65-inch flat screen.
Whoa.
Cut my TV on, so I can catch up on whatever, sports or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The TV pops on for about 3 seconds and cuts off.
Uh-oh.
Now it's a LG.
You're right.
LG, I think they're pretty good TVs. I'm not very astute on televisions. Try it again. It kept doing the same thing. I was like, what's wrong with this thing? So I started looking at it, unplugging stuff, this, that, and the other. Kept doing it. So I go on Google. I put in 65-inch LG. Picture doesn't come on, but the sound comes on. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sound comes on, but the picture doesn't.
Yeah.
So they give you all these little things to check on the television. Do this, do that, press this button, unplug this, blah, 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 this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Did all this stuff, nothing.
Nothing.
The next day I called a guy about the situation. How common is that? He was like, well, I can come by and check it out for you. It'll be $50. And if it's something that can be fixed pretty reasonable, I add that $50 to the repair
The service charge, yeah.
I said, okay, Jimmy. I mean, because I don't really like watching television from in here where I'm at right now. I got TV right here, but this is my dungeon. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit up here and watch television. Or my bedroom, whereas I like watching TV in my bedroom when it's time to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like watching TV in my bedroom when it ain't bedtime, It's broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a TV in each room,
What Fred Sanford told him, he says, I can't sleep on the couch. He said, you sleep on in the daytime. I can't sleep on when I'm supposed to be sleeping. So you can't watch the TV when you're supposed to be doing the thing.
No, man. I mean, unless I'm getting dressed, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting dressed or something like that, man.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
So anyway,
fucking hilarious.
Guy comes over the next day. Takes the TV off the wall. I help him take the TV off the wall. He sits it on the floor, takes the back off, starts checking it out, this, that, and the other. And he was like, no, man, it's the something that he told me.
Yeah, the Ramazan or whatever, yeah.
The parts are about $100. He's got to order the parts.
Right.
And it's gonna take another week and a half to get everything put back together. And it's
week and a half?
Yeah, that's what he said. And then because he said he got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Then he said it's gonna cost $350. I said, let me get this straight. It's gonna cost me $350. And if I remember correctly, I only paid like $450 for the thing about 6 years ago. And and it's gonna take a week and a half. So I'm thinking in my head, I gotta sit here like a damn jabroni and pay you $350 for so I said, Nah, that's okay. That's too much, man. Because I haven't priced television. That's the last television I bought.
Right.
I haven't priced televisions in quite some time, but I'm quite sure, they got reasonable prices on them because those flat screens are going down, 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 down. Remember, they used to be very, very high. Yeah. So anyway, he goes, well, if you want me to dispose of it for you, I can take it off your hands. Then I'm like, okay. I got to thinking, Jimmy, it was too easy for him to come by the house. He volunteered to come by the house too early. I think you're trying to put one over on a Ray Dog, bro. I think that's your hustle. Dog.
That's your hustle.
Go to the house, make sure the price is too much, and then offer to dispose of the TV for you. Then take it back to your shop that you already got the parts for.
Right.
Fix it, and then sell it to somebody and make a profit off your boy.
You got it all figured out, man.
They think Ray Dog straight off the corner, dog. Come on. I done seen every hustle, baby. I knew it was something up when you decided wanted to come over here and look at my shit for $50. So I said, no, bro, that's okay. I'm gonna keep it. Well, I knew you. It's kind of heavy. It's gonna need two people to get it. I said, yeah, we got a maintenance guy. I can call him if I need to move it or put it in my truck or something like that. My maintenance guy, I had already talked to my maintenance guy the day before, So he was like, oh, okay then. Well, if you need it. I said, I doubt it, dog. I ain't gonna need nothing else. Because as soon as he said that, I'd already thought in my head, I'm gonna buy another television. But if I'm gonna buy another television, I'm not about to give you this one because I actually believe whatever's wrong with that television is very minute and very small. Because that TV ain't never gave me a problem, Jimmy, ever. Since the first day I bought it, it was working when I left the house because they got those motion sensors on it. And when I walk out the house, if the TV is on, I don't even bother to look for the remote and cut it off. I just leave it on because it eventually cut itself off. Because if you don't change the channel or move around, it'll cut itself off. So when I came home, it was already off like it is all the time. So I'm like, man, this dude trying to pull old hustle on the radar.
Yeah, he running the game on you, brother.
Yeah, get the fuck up out of here, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my fucking crib, dog. I'm talking about, I'll help you take it out of here. Yeah, you help me take and make some. You gonna make $350 on it. What you gonna do? So no, man, I kept it there. And the maintenance man, I told him about it. And he was like, I got a friend, man, that might can fix it for you, man.
Yeah.
I said, brother, don't even worry about it. I say, I helped him because he got a great pickup. Because where I am as a condo, we only got one maintenance guy over here. It ain't but 50 units, you know what I'm saying? So he's around doing little things. Not like a big apartment complex, where they got all kind of shit to do. But he's just upkeep guy. And he helped me take the television to put it in the back of his truck. And I said, yeah, brother, if you get it fixed, that's a Christmas present for me.
There you go.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the first guy that came over, I think he was probably working with Guy's Groovy Bag. Remember Guy's Groovy Bag? Look. Now, did I tell you the story about when I was dating a girl that looked like Stacey Dash? And she
I remember you. Yeah, I remember you. I remember that.
But I tell you about the TV.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I moved her out there. We won't chew that cabbage again. That's another time. So anyway, the TV was too big. Her TV, that is. To take. So we just went out there, her and all that shit in the back of the car, right?
Right.
So, anyway, this is like January or February. I'm going to ship it to her through the UPS store. Yeah, and at the time I was living on a second story.
How much that gonna cost?
Well, there you go. Hold on to your shirt tail.
Okay.
So it's one of those days, and January, February in New Orleans, it's raining, but it's not raining hard. It's drizzling enough to piss on your soul.
Okay.
And if you don't wear a hat, you catch a cold. That type of,
Right.
And I get that fucking TV, the big old box, and I dare it down, come down the second story.
What size was the television?
Oh God, Stevie, I want to say that thing was maybe like a 35 inch or something like that. I remember getting both hands around it, you know.
Okay.
And you know the old TVs with the box came out in the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
battery,
yeah, yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
shit. So I get it to the car, I take it to the UPS store, and the guy's got his tape, you know, he says, I can't do the white voice like you, but just is this for a girlfriend? I said, yeah. Yeah, she's out in, Pasadena, California now. He says, why don't you just go ahead and write her a check for the TV? He said, because the ship it out there to her is going to cost about $325.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. And Stevie, it was fucking raining. The thought of taking that damn thing, sticking it back in my car, bring it all the way back up the second story floor. I said, man, just go ahead and mail the damn thing to her. Gave him my credit card.
Right.
And I called her up, tell her, okay, yeah, it's on its way. Well, how much did it cost? I told her. She starts crying on the phone. Oh God, you should have kept it. I said, no, just it's your TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, yeah, that shit can get costly, man. But I was just so, if it had been sunshine that day, I just would have called up and worked something out. I said, no, just mail it there. I was just so irritated. I was like, oh God. So
yeah, they go by weight and stuff like that.
all that shit, yeah. But the look on his face, he's measuring it.
Oh yeah, he trying to help. He actually trying to help you out.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. He says, yeah, man, just
Real cool said he pulled out the tape measure. Real cool he pulled out a tape measure. You screwed.
Oh, absolutely. Oh no, I can see it on his face. He just like, yeah, man, exactly, just and let this be a cautionary tale, Stevie, to the guys out there listening tonight. In your situation, you see, guys, you never get a TV 65 inches. See, you never get a TV that measures just as long as your dick. You see?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I got a bigger dick.
So how much is it?
You see what I'm saying?
What's the measurements on this new TV?
70.
Oh yeah, that'll make Jamie Wright scream.
No, but check this out.
God, Stevie!
But check this out. I go to Walmart, right?
Right.
Like the day after that, after this guy left, I went to Walmart that night on my way home. I had to go do some stuff after he left. He came about 12 o'clock. And so I'm in Walmart for, buying a few groceries and stuff like that. And I said, let me go back here because I was going to go to Best Buy, but it got too late and I didn't feel like driving all the traffic. It's getting dark around 5 o'clock now, so there's a lot of traffic over by Best Buy. And I was like, I'll go to pick up a few items. I'll go to Best Buy tomorrow morning, when it's no traffic. So I went in Walmart and I went in the back and they got all kind of televisions back there on sale. I mean, I don't know if stuff from that Black Friday or just going into the holidays or whatever. You know how Walmart is. So yeah. I'm looking at another LG 65. And I was looking at it, it's got a lot of updated stuff because they're all smart now with all this 4G whatever stuff.
4G, yeah.
Yeah, and all this stuff. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, $570. Looking at another one about $550. Okay, I'm gonna have to spend about a little over $500, in between $500 and $600 for a good television. So I see this other brand back here called ONN Ruco. And I actually got, because ain't no prices on nothing. So a little kid was standing there and I said, hey man, how much is that television right there? And it's a 70-inch. And you have to get the barcode for your phone, those guys do, to look up the price on it. 4K, not 4G. Thanks, real good, real cool. He looks at it and says, oh, this one is $499. And I'm like, $470? Oh, that ain't too bad, So I was like, okay. He said, I said, okay then, brother, thanks. I'm going to come back tomorrow and check it out. Then he go, oh, excuse me, sir. Hold on a second. I read that wrong. It's $398. Like $398 for a 70-inch television? He go, yeah, man. He said they got to sell on these. He's trying to get them out of here. He said we had 11 of them. Now we only got 3 left. And I was like, you think they'll be here tomorrow? He said, yeah, because everybody don't want a 70-inch, you know. He said
Right.
like the 60s and 50s and stuff like that. That's why we said we got so many of those. And I was like, okay. So I came back the next day, bought it, and he was right, $398. Bought it. Guy helped me put it in my pickup, and brought it home. And I had already called the guy to come help, hang it because my 65 was. The guys that hung it, they didn't do a real professional job. Even though it was up there, it just seemed like it was off center a little bit. And you know how little things like that can just bother the shit. I never even thought about it until I took the other TV down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I want this thing centered right. You know what I'm saying? So I called the guy to come over, and he centered it for me right. And then we put the big one up there, and man, he hooked all my stuff up. Bruh, night and day.
Yeah.
So I've already, Jimmy, the moral to this story is this. I've given somebody something for Christmas. And I've already given myself a Christmas present.
So what happened with the original TV? Did the guy ever call you and say it was just a tube or a wire or something that was loose? Or?
Oh, no, he told me, when he came to the house, he told me it needed some kind of parts that needed to be ordered.
Okay.
Remember me telling you that?
Okay.
Yeah, that need to be ordered. And that was going to take 5 days for that stuff to come from wherever. And then it was going to take about a week to fix it. So that's a week and a half.
Okay. So
and then it was going to cost me $350.
Yeah, to fix it, yeah.
Yeah, then he was going to take it off my hands for free.
All right.
Going to try to run the old game on Ray Dog. You know what I'm saying? Man, get the fuck. No. You're going to get this TV, whatever wrong with it, you can fix it for whatever. And they sell them. That's how they do now, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was like, hey, I can come out to your house and check it out. I was just calling to ask, is that a common problem on an LG television or any flat screen television? And he made the request that I can come out and check. How many people do that? I'm like, where are you? And he's like, well, I'm over by the Galleria, but I'm going to be out in the field tomorrow.
All right.
I was like, okay, then come on by. So I'm thinking he gonna say, oh man, I can fix it for $120 or whatever. I would have said, yeah, brother, go on. $350.
Yeah.
Get out of here. It ain't nothing even in those TVs in the back no more, Jimmy. He took the back off, and I'm like, that's all the television got in it now? Man, please. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But like
that's a funny story. You said, I can see the expression on your face too. Wait a minute. You gonna turn the TV? You what? I see. Because see the thing. You don't have filters. See when you pissed off about something, you just point blank.
I wasn't pissed though.
Yeah, but you just you have a way of saying shit.
I wasn't pissed, but I was like, I was kind of amused that the dude was trying to hustle me. You know, like I'm some 21-year-old chick that just got an apartment. You know what I'm saying? or some old lady that don't know what the hell to do because she got no husband no more and just fall for anything. Man, get your ass out of here.
She ain't got no husband no more.
You know what I'm saying? She just fall, I need this stuff. You know, the kids in other states and stuff like that. And that's how they get off. You done seen these people get their money. Well, I'm from so-and-so. You just won this. Only thing I need is $5,000 deposited in the deal. And next thing you know, they done put $5,000 and they took all their savings. You know what I'm saying? You see that hustle all the time, man. Come on, man. Well, I can take it off your hands. Man, you ain't take. And I got to thinking right then and there. He gonna take this shit out of the goodness of your heart.
One of the smoothest con games I ever saw was an episode of Good Times with Ron Glass as a blind encyclopedia salesman.
That's what this sucker reminded me of. Can't y'all afford $2 a month
Yeah, we can afford $2 a month. Why now? Let's do it. No. Let me call them. Mrs. Evans, let me call the people up. I'll get this straightened out. I got it. Hello?
And got his finger on the button.
Well, yeah, but the phone. No, but the phone wasn't working anyway.
Right.
The phone.
Yeah. No, he'd have put his finger on the button because he thought it was working.
He thought it.
You know what I'm saying? Remember that? He put his finger on the button because he thought it was working. Wait a minute. Hey, I gave these people a good deal. You know, I'm going to do this.
You can't do
blah,
this.
blah. You can't do it. I took care of it. Then James go, he put his fist up there.
Yeah, can you read sign language?
He touched That's the hustle, boy. Them jokers are, hey, man. Yeah. I ain't got hustled in a long time.
Yeah.
Good thing I still got hustle radar. Because I ain't got hustle. I was about to tell him, yeah, man, just go and take it out of here. I'm going to get another one.
But see, sometimes that kind of happens in kind of reverse. Like when a pandemic hit.
Oh, wait a minute, Jimmy. Oh, wait a minute. Calcutta just said something. I would like to tell Jimmy that I watched the Plan B video and did the homework. Very interesting video and the aftermath of the video.
Oh, yeah.
What were we talking about? You were talking about that last week, right?
Yeah, there's a trivia question I gave him to find out. Tell me about Plan B.
What was it?
Well, that was up in the Tennessee area. Simon Malenko, Bob Roop, Ron Garvin, they all got together and kind of started their own territory. They were trying to put Ron full out of business. They went to war with him. And in the midst of all this shit happening, they basically came up with what they call Plan B. Like, in other words, if we can't all sit at the table, we're going to just cut the fucking legs off. So they all made videos.
Hitman said that's up there by him, Knoxville.
Yeah, there you go, Knoxville. Yeah. Uh-huh. So they made videos exposing the business. And Simon Malenko comes out there and says, you all know me as the great Malenko, and he starts speaking in his real voice. And then Bob Orton tells the people who he really is, and blah, blah, blah. So they were going to release that, but everything kind of fell apart and never came to fruition.
Oh, wow.
And that was 79. But I'm saying if that had gone through, had they released those videos and stuff, it really would have changed the entire wrestling industry.
Right.
Because you've got 4 guys. Basically, they started their own outlaw promotion, but they had real wrestlers. Because usually outlaw promotions has, jackasses on it. But these guys had real wrestlers on it, so they had some steam, But that was 79, 8. I don't know if you remember any details of that. That was really big in the industry back in the day. And
Calcutta said they were also trying to prevent Jim Barnett from buying Knoxville territory.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Jim Barnett. Barnett was a slick motherfucker, man. That's why I love stories about the wrestling business, because when he was working with Ole Anderson, he would leave notes on his desk and leave his door open, but he would leave notes like, buy 10,000 more shares of AT&T, make this bank deposit. Well, he knew if he left his door, somebody would walk in and see all that shit. He was doing big time business. The wrestling business is something else, man. It is something else.
Bruh. Me and Sonny last week. Me and Sonny was doing Tokyo Heat.
Uh-huh.
And when I do shows with Sonny, we remind each other of a lot of things that we've gone through in the business that's happened to us and stuff like that, man. And when it comes to, man, I tell people that have approached me, Jimmy, on several occasions about writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I always say? If I write a book, it's not going to be a book about glorifying myself and my life.
Right.
It'll be some of the most dysfunctional, inverted bullshit I ever seen in my life. That would be a big portion of the book. And the thing is, I wouldn't want to call names.
Yeah.
Because I'm a part of the business, so I wouldn't want to expose the business to that degree. But some of the stuff I would write about, man, would be, oh my God, some stuff I can't even talk with you about, Jimmy.
See?
And you know it's deep
Right.
there.
All
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
And you know what? And can I say something, Stevie? And I think it should be that way because at the end of the day, I'm a fan. You actually did this thing for a living. So, yeah, there are things that I should never know.
Hold on, Carl Cutter. From 1979 to 1980, after they closed down the territory, there wasn't a wrestling promotion until 1985 when Ron Fuller and the birth of Continental Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
I told you Calcutta was going to be on it, man.
Yeah. Good shit, man. Good shit.
I'm going to tell you, Calcutta, I didn't know about any of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about any of that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think you would have lasted 10 minutes working for Nick Goulas.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wouldn't have lasted 10 minutes working for WCW by myself if my brother hadn't been with me.
Right.
I tell you the honest to God truth. I wouldn't have lasted a year.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. That's the honest to God truth. I wouldn't have lasted a year. I'd either be in penitentiary or fired and out of the business and blackballed.
Right.
That I know for a fact. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying. That is the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
Because I was able to tolerate a lot of things because of my brother.
Right.
I'm not lying. I don't have a high tolerance for bullshit, bro. I just
No, you don't. No, you sure don't.
And I'm like, I don't understand a lot of things that I don't understand. I stay away from. And if it comes across me, then I don't know but one way to respond to it, brother. And that's just the way I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot more diplomatic now, but back when I first got to WCW back then, man, I carried a gun. I still carried a gun with me, man.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you're older now. So I'm saying you're wiser now. But I just wasn't prepared for that mindset. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm trying to say things without saying things right now. But that professional wrestler's demeanor. Mm-hmm.
It was something. A lot of it I never came to grips with to this day.
Yeah.
A lot of it I never came to grips with. But back when I first got there, because back in those days I used to carry a gun with me everywhere. So so people have asked me, why'd you carry a gun back then? Because that's all I knew. I carried a gun with me everywhere. I've been like that for years. And it's hard to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get out of that. And the only reason I stopped is because I went in the airport and forgot to put it in my bag. I forgot to put the gun in my bag. You know, my travel bag.
Travel bag, yeah.
Yeah, and I had it in my bag that I'm toting. And I'm on my way to security. And I'm like, oh, shit. I still got my gun with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what am I going to do? And we leaving Atlanta, coming back to Houston, I think. And I was going somewhere. And, man, I had to take my gun and go back outside and do what they said O.J. Simpson did and put it in the trash. I pulled the O.J. When they said O.J. did that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I heard that before. I've seen that before. It was crazy, man.
You know, you were part of just a very unique business, man. It's like the very first Superdome extravaganza, a couple of guys didn't get paid by Bill Watts. You know what he told them? He said, you were lucky to be on the show. I couldn't imagine, I couldn't imagine you show up, But the things that you guys were like, read the first couple of chapters of Bob Backlund's book.
Right.
And he went to Shreveport, which was, before
that
Bill
was
Watts.
That was Watts.
Yeah, but Bob gets there, and he doesn't have enough money. He booked the hotel room. But he realized he was low on funds. He cancels the hotel reservation to get his money back. Sleeps in the trunk of his car. And just the shit that you do, man. The sacrifices.
People, I mean, the stuff that get the way the business is now, especially in the big time, totally different. If you really heard some of the stories and some of the stuff, hell, we went through back in the day, man. People, I was telling another buddy of mine this one night, and I'm like, people don't really get the sacrifice. People don't get the sacrifice because you don't never hear about the sacrifice.
Right. You don't understand what you see on TV.
Right. If you never read in that book, that's a common story 50 times fold, 100 times fold. You know what I'm saying? On the average professional wrestler in another era. You know what I'm saying?
You remember Quick Rick McGraw?
Yeah.
When he wrestled in Continental, he after the matches he would party all night. He'd go to the beach and he would sleep on the beach until the sun hit his ass and woke him up. This is the wrestling business. You know what I'm saying? It's the things that you guys do. Shoo.
Oh, bro, it's hell. I remember five of being on the road and 5 of us, Jimmy. Now imagine this shit: 5 fucking guys in one motherfucking hotel room.
And 5 guys averaging what 235 pounds apiece.
Exactly. Can you imagine this?
Yeah, I'll flip you for the bed. You know.
No. We had it down, democratically. You know what I'm saying? So the bed, if we on the road by 4-5 days, the bed rotates. You dig? 2 people can get in the bed. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else, then you get that side of the bed on the floor. Then you get this side of the bed on the floor. And then somebody be up there by the door on the floor. Can you imagine that every night?
No, I can't.
I look back on it now, Jimmy, but it made you really appreciate the business. If you made it, it made you appreciate the business. And I still remember those days. But I'm gonna tell you something, Jimmy. We had a good time. Nobody was complaining.
No.
And what I'm saying is, the way people come into business now, and especially with some of the females and stuff like that now, what they go through now, you wouldn't have been able to handle that. Because they do it to your own purpose. It's like boot camp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like boot camp in the Army. Nobody starts out being a general or a sergeant. You start out a grunt.
Yeah.
They get treated like crap. And back in the day, you had to earn your stripes in the business. You know what I'm saying? You had to earn your stripes. And that's why, like when we first came into WCW, you had the millionaire's dressing room. And I think I told you about this. You had the millionaire's dressing room, and then you had the jabroni dressing room. You know?
Mm-hmm.
With a millionaire's dressing room, all those guys that's probably making $300 and up. And, maybe $500,000 and up. I don't know. And they be in there playing cards, and whatever, hanging, in that dressing room, and very quiet. You don't hear nothing out of there. Now, in the dressing room that we in, it's like in the 3rd, 4th, 5th grade when the teacher leave the classroom.
Right.
And all kind of fucking, spitballs and paper airplanes and all that. That's how our dressing room was. Because the guys, a lot of people like Sting, Lex Luger, this, that, and the other, would pass by our dressing room and be like, man, what's going on in here?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it was when I played sports and stuff like that in the dressing room. After you get through practice and stuff, that's how you act. You know what I'm saying? Because, you get dressed, get a shower, trying to go home, this, that, and the other. So anyway, that's how me and my brother made it in that dressing room.
Yeah.
Okay? So all those guys were our boys, and we couldn't wait to see each other when we come to do television taping at Center Stage. We couldn't wait to see each other. We used to have so much fun in there. So, all the job guys, you know what I'm saying? All the job guys and stuff, and a few of us that was on the card, but we wasn't doing nothing. But anyway, finally me and my brother started getting a push. Okay. And then I think I told you about the time when they came to us and told us they're going to put the titles on us, okay? Okay. Then we do that. We finally get the titles and this, that, and the other. And now, then we get new contracts. Okay. Okay. We done made it now. We done made
All
it.
right. So progressing.
Yeah. And then, we go back to the jabroni dressing room and stuff, and all the guys are so proud of us, man. You know what I'm saying? All the guys. So we knew we're inspiring these guys because they're all our friends. I mean, we was friends with all the millionaires guys,
Right.
but we wasn't friends with them like we were with you know what I'm saying? Like we were with these guys. So anyway, because these guys I've been up and down the highway with, you know what I'm saying? Doing the shitty, we didn't do the A shows, we did the B shows.
B shows, yeah.
You remember the B shows? We at the fucking Salvation Army. I mean, not the Salvation Army, but what they call it? Those army places, those buildings where all the army, not the Salvation Army, that's something else, but what those army guys do their little gimmicks in the small towns, those kind of things.
Yeah, the reserves and all that kind of stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, those kind of places with nobody in them, dog. But anyway, people start coming up to me and my brother. This is a true story. Hey, man, why do y'all still dress in here? True story. Why do y'all still dress in here, man? And I'm like, a few people had asked me that. I can't remember who it was, though. Because I said, this is the dressing room when we first got here. And this is the dressing room I'm going to always be in.
Mm-hmm.
Because we wanted those other guys in the dressing room to look at us like if we could do it, they could do it.
Right.
That's true story.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all cool, but these my boys right here. Because
Yeah.
when we walk out the curtain and they see us, they can look at themselves and like, hey, if they did it, we can do it, man.
Right.
And not only that, another thing me and my brother would do that the other guys wouldn't do. Like we had the job matches. You remember the job matches, right? You come out and just beat guys up and then go do an interview. Well, we would always, one of those guys a lot of times was friends of ours. You know what I'm saying? So to try to let the company look at him, we would give him some. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't bury him. You know what I'm saying?
And make it a little competitive.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just so you never know who's watching. You know what I'm saying?
Watching.
Now, and we would give him some and let him tag out, and then we would beat the other guy up. You know what I'm saying? And then so many of them guys came to us and go, man, nobody ever done that. Because usually when they get in a Vader match or any of the heels,
and beat them from the pillar of the post.
Yeah, just try to kill them, dog. I mean, so many of those guys got hurt, and they didn't want to say nothing, man, because you don't want to look like a punk. You know what I'm saying? So many of them guys got hurt, man, and I was like, wow, man, that's just I don't need to hurt somebody to get over, Jimmy. If you sell like you supposed to, Jimmy, you'll never know I was in the ring with you. If you know what I'm saying. If I really got to put some heat on you, then Jimmy, you're not doing your job. Your job is to make me look good. You know what I'm saying? That's what they paying them guys $500 a night. Shit, that's good money.
Good money.
Shit, just to get beat up for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or whatever, that's good money. But I'm just saying, we never went out there to try to hurt nobody. We always would take somebody that I was friends with. We would tell, oh man, I'm gonna get you tonight. You know, if it was somebody like you, Jimmy, you're my friend. Oh, right. Jimmy,
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get you tonight. You know what I'm saying? You in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Woo, I've been waiting for this, dog. You know what I'm saying? But then we would like pull you to the side and say, look, dog, okay, we're gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Jimmy, you come in, boom, drop kick. My brother doing drop kick. Oh, Jimmy, thumbs up, blah, blah. You tag out, boom, the other dude, pow, pow, beat the shit. Well, they got to see Jimmy for a second, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just a little flash, a little flash.
And then we go back in the back, man, and we just laugh, you know what I'm saying? Say, well, see there, I see, I'm taking care of you. See, you thought I was going to do this.
Yeah,
and a lot of times we wouldn't let them know If you see what I'm saying, because we
Right.
want to see how you gonna react in the ring. You see what I'm saying? So we called matches before, and it's like, okay, we're just gonna do it. Just sell, guys. I'm gonna just go with me.
Yeah.
Then, like my brother start off, he'll put you in the push you in the turnbuckle, and then tell you, okay, I want you. I'm gonna do a drop down, leapfrog, blah blah blah. I want you to drop kick. My brother going. He'll tell y'all that. Then you be like, oh shit, I wasn't prepared for this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to be happy. I don't want you to be happy and shit before you come out there like, whoo, I'm gonna get that drop kick in tonight. You know what I'm saying? No, I want you to now it's spontaneous. That's why we go back in the back and we're like, thought we was gonna get you, huh? Yeah, man, we should have so much fun with that, brother. That's true story, Jimmy. True story. Yeah.
But see, there was a squash match with Ric Flair and Bobby Garrett, and Flair throws him into the ropes, gives him the elbow, and the guy was so damn spastic, he fell and he broke his arm. You could see it playing on TV. The arm just went, oh my God. So
he fell and broke his arm on what kind of
it's a squash match with Flair, like 1981, maybe 82, on Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Right.
Backdroppers just broke his damn arm because he doesn't know how to fall.
Oh wow.
So Flair immediately goes into the figure four. But it's just, it's not funny the guy broke his arm, but he's in a figure four, but his arm is like I don't think the figure four is a major problem right now,
Well, a situation like that, Flair didn't break your arm, you broke your own arm.
No, he didn't do it. It wasn't right, exactly. But it was so bad they acknowledged it on TV because they brought Flair back. And he made a comment about, we're athletes in the ring, blah, 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 but it just,
I remember, I've seen some bad injuries in the ring. Like I said, I was in Germany when Cactus Jack got his ear ripped off.
Oh, God.
Over
and did he get caught between the ropes or something?
Well, let me tell you, what the difference is over there, the ropes, Jimmy, over here about this big, okay? The ropes in Germany about this big. Now imagine that sucker clamping onto your ear, and they're tight. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, our ropes about like that on American ring. The ropes over there are big and thick. So when he went and did that move that he likes to do is throw his head between the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He'll dive and take the ropes and they'll be choking him. He did that, and the pressure from them thick ass ropes went up. And when they went up, it took his ear right off. Damn. That's how much, like I say, they not loose like our ropes kind of, remember back in the day, WWE ropes were a little looser than WCW ropes. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those ropes over there, like, got no give. They ain't loose at all. Even when you run and hit them, you don't get that spring back and then come. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like barely moves and then you go, yeah. It's like, wow. So he didn't really test the ropes out or nothing like that before the match, I guess, because we didn't either until we walked out and we're like, God damn, look at these. First of all, the rings was hard as hell. And the ropes were very, very thick. So you just had to adjust to it on the road, man. Just had to adjust to it. But him doing that move, man, he didn't realize when he did that deal and them ropes came on him, and he was trying to get them off him. Because when it went here, they're probably choking the shit out of him.
Yeah, I remember watching the video of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when he went up, that pressure is like this. And that smooth, and pulled his ear right off, man.
Yeah, let's see, that was one of the best, when he got back to the States, that's one of the best interviews. He speaks in German, Cactus Jack, and he says, that means don't forget my ear and the phenomenal hot joy when I get back. But you had to have known what happened to get the,
Because when he came back in the dressing room, we're looking at his ears going.
Your ear's gone, dude.
And I remember my brother saying something like, oh, wow, I don't know if this business for us. You know what I'm saying? Cactus Jack ear gone. Because we were the only two in the dressing room when he came to sit down and he moved his hair because, he got all that hair. And he moved his hair, and that's like a little portion of it was still left. And then Gary Michael Capetta, you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Used to do the announcing. Gary Michael Capetta comes in the dressing room, and he said, I think
this is for you. This is your shit, man.
I'm like, I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now, man. Gary Michael Capetta got the rest of his ear, bro. And he brought it back in the dressing room. I'll never forget that. 1990, I think it was 93, maybe 94. I think it was
That sounds
93.
right. Sounds right.
Never forget it, man. Never forget it. I got some stories to tell about that trip, but I ain't never told yet. I have to tell you about them, bro. We had some fun over there.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. A little dance contest between my brother and Tuco Scarpio. In the club one night, and they both was drunk, man. So I have to tell that one next week. But Jimmy, I got to get out of here, man. I got to go down and do my notes on the football game because I got to talk about that this weekend. But any parting comments, man?
No, you let me know if there's ever been a team that's won one game and then tied.
I'm not sure.
I think we're gonna see it this year. one game and a tie. Good Lord. So no, man, let's keep this thing rolling. Let's get back together next week, brother. And, next week I have a trivia question for Cal Cutter, so we'll make this thing. We'll see how far we can go with this thing. Okay.
Okay, Cal Cutter, we got some more stuff for you, man.
Yeah, I'll come up with something for next week.
Okay, let me see if Cal Cutter, he don't think what people do to make it in pro wrestling. Yeah, that's true, Cal Cutter. Yeah, I would love to journey and travel around. I do miss it. Got hurt a bit in wrestling school. Couldn't travel anymore. I hear you, Hit Man. It's tough, bro. Daniel said he remember that Millionaires Club. Yeah, Daniel. You know, that's what we used to call it. All the big shots. Yeah, that's what we used to call it, man. But hey, man, we appreciate everybody riding along on the big train. Today, Jimmy Tibbs was in the house like he always is. But hey, man, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, make sure you smash that button if you like this stuff on YouTube. Make sure you smash that button, become a subscriber, and you will get a notice every time we go live, me and Jimmy Tibbs. And that is Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray, the world's most dangerous podcast. Jimmy, tell them about it.
Man, let me say rest in peace to Bob Dole, 98 years old. Stevie, I think you're going to make the same number of years, buddy.
Man, I'm going to be Bob Dole by 10 years.
10 years. Stevie Ray.
I'm going to eat him alive.
Straight talking at 118 years old. Hey, man, gotta go, buddy. Be one, man.
Be one, baby. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another great show. I got to go take some notes about the football game, but we're back tomorrow. Sonny Ono will be here. I will be here. We're going to be chopping it up a little bit more, but hey, that's the name of the game. For my man, Jimmy Tibbs, I'm Stevie Ray. This is the world's most dangerous podcast, Straight Shooting Stevie Ray. And I'll see everybody tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Be one. Peace.